Imagine being one of hundreds standing in line, not at Disney World or a concert, but in the below freezing temps on the icy slopes of Mount Everest. An article published by PBS that says that Nepal's reluctance to limit the number of permits it issues to scale Mount Everest has contributed to dangerous overcrowding, with inexperienced climbers impeding others and causing deadly delays. Everest is one of our 7 natural wonders of the world. On average, 600 to 800 people attempt to climb it every year. These numbers should be a wake-up call to enforce a policy ban. Preservation efforts of one of the natural wonders shouldn't just matter to me, but to all. We must preserve beauty for our future generations. It should be a place to gaze at from the base. Humanity shouldn't leave a footprint on Mother Nature's creations. Today, my goal is to convince you why there should be a global policy ban on recreational climbing of Mount Everest. Because what was once a symbol of humankind's achievements has now become an example of humankind's arrogance. Everest is the tallest and most dangerous mountain in the world. Standing at 29,032 feet, the air is too thin for any human to withstand for a long period of time. The obvious dangers include frostbite, avalanches, blizzards, altitude sickness, and over 300 people have died trying to summit the mountain. The bodies are as well still there and dangerous for other climbers to go around, and it is impossible to bring them back down. An entry on PubMed Central read of an author's own experience climbing Everest. The last body we encountered was of a Frenchman who had reached the summit 4 days earlier, but was too exhausted to descend. His best friend had tried in vain to get him down the mountain, but they had descended only 50 meters in 6 hours, and he had to abandon him. Overcrowding has made it more deadly. Everest isn't untouched perfection anymore. It is a backed up traffic jam in the sky. National Geographic's article, Trash and Overcrowding at the Top of the World, informs us that yearly over 600 people attempt to summit the mountain. The article also informs us that climbers wait hours for their turn, during which time their oxygen tanks start depleting. Just in 2019, at least 5 of 11 deaths were potentially caused by waiting in lines in what's called the death zone. An article continues to tell us that camps as well as glaciers are overflowing with human waste piles. However, according to the National Geographic, the Mount Everest Biogas Project is working on long-term solutions to the human waste. The plans are to build a solar-powered system that would turn human remains into fuel for the local communities below. The environment is being destroyed so much that we now have to figure out a way to create solar-powered systems to decompose the bodies that are above. Covered in food wrappers, tents, and trash, and oxygen tanks that is all weighing between 30 and 50 tons. On a HuffPost article titled, "To Climb or Not to Climb Everest, When is the Risk Too Great?" A comment on the author's Facebook post read, "Sherpa deaths are shameful, wealthy Westerners taking advantage of human life in the third world at its worst. Sherpa guides risk their lives every year to lead expeditions and to go back up and clean up the trash left behind, but they can only bring 18 pounds worth of trash back down." Implementing a policy ban would finally give Everest and the communities below that depend on it a chance to heal and recover. Lastly, Mount Everest was once symbolic of mankind's courage and accomplishments in facing the impossible. Everest now stands as proof of what happens when pride and ego outweigh respect for Mother Nature. By placing a global policy ban on recreational climbing, life and pride and dignity of one of Earth's magical places, not about stopping adventures. There are other places that we could go and have adventures that would be less harmful than what has been done to Mount Everest. Humans have reached the peak, and we have proven it already. Now is the time to prove our race something even greater. We can choose not to destroy something that we love. and find ways to protect it. Let us implement the policy, protect Everest, in the way that it was intended to be. Let it stand untouched and untamed by the hand of man once again. Let it be a reminder that some places that God has blessed us with are meant to be admired, not conquered.